Hello people of the internet, it is your lord and master, SoaringMoon here with another Trove video for you. Yes. Anyhow, as you can see, I kind of dipped into the package. Anyhow, we're gonna do another update video for the Flux farming guide. And this one is important because recent updates and changes to the game have opened up some new methods of earning Flux. Now, let's get right into that. I'm gonna take a look at the market right now, and some of the items that are going up in price are, of course, chaos chests for this weekly rotation. Help if I didn't pluralize chests. They were up to 4K a couple days ago. Their price has been fluctuating because you can get 9th lives from them, and I got a couple of them myself from this rotation, so that's really nice. So their price is going up. Another thing that's been going up is golden souls. Golden souls. Again, I pluralized it because I'm dumb. 250 apiece. Insane. Great way to make cash right now. And then on top of that, we have somber souls that went up in price, although they are going back down because of over farming. A lot of it's being influxed into the economy. The price was up to 280 because of the new dragons. Another thing that has been going up is, of course, glacial shards, because one of the new dragons requires 750 faces of flow, and that's gonna be a problem. So those have skyrocketed in price pretty well. As for traditional methods of farming, what I've been doing to make Flux here recently is, honestly, I've been farming golden souls, because it's killer on the market right now. All the new dragons need them. In fact, the new club card needs 200 golden souls for activation, in addition to 25,000 flux. So that has raised the price of golden souls. And additionally, a lot of clubs, because of all the influx of members coming in from to the PC game, especially after hearing about the console release, has put a lot of players on the server, and clubs have desired to expand because of that reason, and thus with the expansion comes the use of the World Spring, and of course the World Spring uses Infinium and Glacial Shards occasionally, Primordial Flame. So as such, the price of Infinium has been dipping down to like 5 here recently, but it's been back up to 7. And then Primal Flame has skyrocketed in price. It's at 35. So mining right now is a fantastic way to earn flux, and you can do that. Another method I've been doing to earn some flux here is farming, because some of the new mounts are requiring the use of steed feed and making rich fertilizer. Rich fertilizer alone is worth a bit, 10 each, and I have almost 10,000 here, so that's 100k flux just sitting in my inventory. But those can be crafted into steed feed, and I can make 10k steed feed, and I have a rather large plantation I have planned over here, and the steed feed cost has risen a little bit. It's been hovering around somewhere between 25 and 35, which is very nice. Hello, Silence Swipe, interrupting my video. Anyhow, I'll let him know what's going on. Whisper, Silence, Swipe, recording, YouTube video. Now you are in it. Alright, so, yeah, traditional methods. So what players have been asking, and even on YouTube, is to cover methods that are a little bit, you're okay, silent swipe, the methods that are a little riskier, like for example, market investment and buying things. One good thing is to camp one particular item on the market. I like to do bombs, because see here, you have 4, 5, these are really cheap right now, right? The normal price is 16, or 15 or 16. People sell them really cheap, not knowing what they're worth, especially noobs. So I can go back, flip these for, 14 a piece, especially in mining days, and I'll probably sell those pretty quickly. In fact, see if we can sell those over the course of the video. That would be entertaining. Pop 800 in here for a reasonable price, say 12 flux a piece, which is significantly cheaper than the market average right now, and I should be able to sell those pretty quickly because people always need bombs. Another good one is to camp other common items like wings, especially if they've recently went on chest rotation. So like ladybug wings right now are pretty cheap. At 23k, you could probably, with 100k flux, buy, say, the lower page of them, and then sell them at the next page price, and you repeat that process until you raise the price of a particular item. That's a really good way to do things. Another method you want to do if you're messing around with the market is, again, to you need a lot of market capital already. You need a lot of flux to make flux. Is to buy up a lot of a particular resource, like shapestone, for example. Just to buy it all at 1.8. Just keep buying all these pages until you raise the price to 2.1 flux. And then you sell at that price, make the 10% gain. It really depends on how much flux you have to start with and how much flux you want to invest into that system. So, market flipping can be profitable, but you really want to do it with items that already have a lot of worth, like say Primal Flame, because everybody needs them for a lot of things. So you buy them cheap, sell them at a higher price. Like for example, I would buy this page up, spin the million flux, and sell them at 38 a piece. So you know how to flip that market, and especially if you have multiple pages of sell, right? If you have multiple pages going through, you'll be fine. Now, as it still stands, selling Radiant Caches is still a good method. In fact, the price has increased, so it's gone up to almost 900 flux per cache, and you can farm those relatively quickly. And recently, I have discovered that killing bosses is mini bosses in Primal and Elemental worlds. Nets I think 1 in 200 chance of finding a Pearl of Wisdom. So if you can run through those pretty quickly, you'll be fine. You'll notice in this video there's something a little weird going on, and in the corner there's a timer up there, which I'm using as the recording timer for this video. And basically it tells me how long I've been in a particular world and what the current server time is. And it's really useful. And that's because the Steam version of Trove now has mod support. What that has allowed me to do is there are mods on Steam's Workshop that allow me to go into a world, and I can fly around for a bit just to show you. Looking for a dungeon. do some Fey teleport here just to be a little faster. I really like this new dragon. It matches the Guardian Angel skin very well. You see this beam of light coming out of the ground, and that one over there. Basically, this mod allows me to track the location of a mini-boss so that it can be killed relatively easily. Yes, for the record, this is a U9 dungeon. I just did complete it that quickly. Now, why, you ask, would you want to have all these marked? Well, that's because it marks the ones on the outside as well. So if they're just hanging around out here as a rare enemy, they'll be marked on the mini-map. I can see them very clearly from a good distance, and it'll be useful. Another mod on here, and we'll try to complete a dungeon. We'll get lucky. Try to find a shadow item from one of the dungeons. Pop open a chest here. Nope. Let's go over here. Isn't too much trouble. Don't want to complete that one. It's a little bit, what's the word? Too much work. Takes too long. Pop in here. Oh, I hate these mushrooms. Take up a ton of my time. See, when I pop potions, I do 7 million damage normals. It's really nice. Well, point is, a shadow item when it's dropped on the ground shows a beam of light as well. It's a black beam. Oh yeah, here's the good example. Over here, this bro, chilling. Kill him relatively quickly. But you see how visible those mini bosses are. So they essentially become farmable. It's a really good way to make Flux. How you do that, of course, is go into Steam's workshop and just how to download mods. Let's just go over that real quick. So basically, I'm just going to go over to Steam's workshop. In order to download mods, just click on the workshop button, browser workshop. If you see a mod that you like, see we have customize, Radiant Stellar Drops, Visual Effects, Bot HP Bar. I have that. Karma Tooltip. When you hover over a Karma bar, it tells you how much Karma you have remaining. Boss Radar, a Loot Collector. If you go into a Loot Collector, it tells you the rarity of the item without you having to move over it, which is really useful. So, see what else they have here. I clicked Browse All Items. It doesn't seem to be loading the. Subscribed. I guess the Steam Workshop isn't working. That's a little weird. Anyhow, that's all I wanted to show you. Let you know that there's some ways to make some Flux right now that are really useful. As for some updates, our channel now has over 400 subscribers, and so thank you all for subscribing to our lovely YouTube channel. We're trying to create fantastic content for you all. We have a new club spawn I'm building here, and it's a really big building project. It's fantastic looking. It's covered with Fey puns. Didn't even say hi. That person who was walking around was my roommate. Also, Kaboom, if you didn't know. All of the people in our little group, we all live together. We're all roommates and friends. We're all cool. We're all bros. But yeah, this is the new club spawn, which I'm working on, doing it layer by layer. If you want a build tutorial on how to do stuff like that, I may make a video. Other than that, we are good to go. Talk to you later. /epic pose. Oop. And rotates. And F7. Although I'm next to the thing there. And of course, Trove crashes. Great thing to end the video on.